Can I ask you just about the situation in Russia and with Chelsea and everything that's going on there? What is your view of what is happening at the moment with English football and what is happening in Ukraine and the impact that that's having on events here?
Well, to be honest, I mean, everybody, I think, shares the same opinion that this is a tragedy, what's happening over there, and that everybody can only say fingers crossed that they find somehow a peaceful solution once again, and that it affects with all the measures that have been taken recently politically in with regard to economy or whatever, that it also affects now the football business in a way seems to be logical to me. But again, I don't have enough inside information to speak about that, what's, for example, now happening at Chelsea. I mean, if you look at it in a bigger picture, for me, it's just a human tragedy, and I very, very much hope that in the next days, weeks, that they can find a peaceful solution.
As somebody who works for a football club, a manager's going to have to think about the clubs that they work for and the background of the clubs that they work for before they go and work for them, because obviously Thomas Tuchel is now in a position of having to answer numerous questions about the behaviour of the owners at Chelsea. Other managers have had to do that before. Is that something that people are going to have to do? You worked in Russia, for instance. How does that work?
Had anyone in this room or wherever, could anybody foresee what was happening there in the last 3-4 weeks? Nobody would have expected that to happen. And therefore, I think we should be very careful to blame somebody for doing this or that. This couldn't have been foreseen, and Roman Abramovich has been the owner, and not only at Chelsea, also at Arsenal or at Everton. There were some ownership shares by Russian oligarchs, so this is not the only club. And of course, it affects everything. I mean, it affects football. It affects the way that gas or oil is being delivered to European countries. It will, in the end, it affects everybody. Right now, here in England or in Germany or in other European countries, although we are only 2.5 hours away from the Ukraine, it doesn't affect us as yet directly. But I would be surprised if in the next couple of weeks and months, suppose the war goes on, it wouldn't affect us all at one stage.